Hello everyone! Today I'm making a dairy-free gingerbread dough recipe. I have 1 cup of unsalted butter, which is 2 sticks of room temperature butter, 1 cup of packed brown sugar. I'm using light brown sugar today, half a cup of molasses, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of ground ginger, 2 teaspoons of nutmeg, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 4 cups of sifted flour, and 4 tablespoons of water. So I'm using everything except for the flour and the water. That bowl in the back there has the 4 tablespoons of water, and we'll use that later. And this recipe is going to make 2 gingerbread houses, and if you only want one, enough for one, you can just cut the recipe in half. So I'm just going to mix everything nice and smooth, and then scrape my bowl and my paddle, and then mix again. This video looks very fast, but it's not. I did time-lapse it just because if I didn't time-lapse it, it'd be a very, very long video. So I do mix it for probably 30 seconds, and then I scrape it again just because there's always butter, there's always something. Or I'm afraid that the little chunks of brown sugar, sometimes there's little rocks of brown sugar in there, and I don't like that, so I like to make sure everything is smooth. And I'm just going to keep doing that here, just mixing until I'm happy, until I'm satisfied. You don't have to scrape and mix as many times as I do. I just do it because I like to. And here I'm going to show you how I sift my 4 cups of flour. So I have measured 4 cups of flour in the glass bowl, and then I'm going to sift it through this, what is it, a strainer? I don't know. Shake it or tap it on the bowl, whichever works, until it comes out. And then I think I do 2 scoops at a time. I sift my flour for everything pretty much. For cake, everything, literally everything. It just works better for me. Everything's much nicer. It takes a few more minutes, I guess, to do, but I think it's worth it. Then next here, I'm going to be showing you guys how I incorporate my flour. See, it's nice and smooth and fluffy. It's nice. I like it. Now I'm just going to do 2 scoops at a time, mix, then scrape the bowl. Like always, scrape the bowl, scrape the bowl, scrape the bowl. 2 scoops, and then I think this 3rd time I actually incorporate that 4 tablespoons of water, like gradually incorporate it, don't just pour it in there. And then I save some flour, because you always start and end with dry ingredients, like no matter if it's a cake, brownies, cookie, whatever it is. So I save some flour for the end, just because it's such a fat based dough that if you add in liquids last, it'll kind of just slosh around and it just doesn't work well. So dry ingredients always go at the end. So I just mixed it twice, scraped, or mixed it, then scraped it, then mixed it one more time. And it's nice and easy to work with your hands. I didn't use at all any extra flour. You shouldn't need any extra flour. It should just not stick to your hands. So I'm going to chill it for a minimum of 30 minutes, or you can leave it in your fridge longer, maybe no longer than 3 days. Other than that, I'd leave it in the freezer for maybe a few weeks, 2-3 weeks. If it's in the fridge for longer than an hour, I'd say if you want to roll it out, I'd take it out an hour prior to that, to rolling it out. It does bake pretty firm for a gingerbread house. That's why I really like it for that. And it's actually a gingerbread house that I'd want to eat. That's kind of why I did this. If you want a softer cookie for like a gingerbread man cookie, just cut down the baking time. Everything is linked in the description of directions, recipe, and everything. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll have a new video within the next week here. So watch out for that one, because it's going to be a really fun one. So I have my second little ball of dough here. And I'll just go ahead and throw those in the fridge, and I'm cutting them in half and kneading them. Just folding them, just make sure everything's all right and ready to go. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.